LLBlueDragon, and welcome to the stream, everybody! Hello and hi, and hello! Hope everyone's doing great. Hope everyone's doing fantastic today. I am so sorry that I've been gone for a couple of days. I am so sorry, but I am back. I am back and everything. Turns out I've been having some very stormy weather. The weather has been quite very bad because of all the thunders that's been going on and stuff. But luckily today there's no thunderstorm, so that is fantastic. That's fantastic. I didn't want to risk playing and actually getting a power outage, so that's why I didn't stream during those times. But hey, we are back and we're going to continue more of Monster Prom 2. Monster camping. Now, last time that we left off, we basically just went full on, just like let it play through. We actually was introduced to new characters, new themes, new strategies, and new abilities, and everything like that. It is totally different, way different from Monster Prom and the DLC, but nonetheless, it is really good. It is really good. It's really fun with all its gimmicks and new characters, same characters, and everything like that. So we're just gonna go into it again and see where it goes and everything like that. I still haven't figured out on how we do the ending right, but we're gonna try. We're still gonna try and figure out this and go from here. We'll just see where it goes, and who knows? Maybe we'll figure out eventually. Who knows? But as for now, we're just gonna dive right in and see what happens. So with that being said, without further ado, let's get right into it. Do this, do that, and bam, there we go. Also, I noticed from last time that I had voice all the way down. I had no idea why, but I did. I had no idea. Alright, let's play. Also, I do want to state that if this actually does happen to be a very long stream, I'm just gonna full on warn you guys, because last stream that we did this was like for 2 hours and 30 minutes. So I don't know how long this is going to be, so let's just see what happens. Let's just see what happens. Camp Spooky, the stage of some of our dearest summers. Back then, we were young and unafraid. Yep. With school far away, everything seems possible as the sun embraced us on our way to camp. Summer has that distinct power, doesn't it? You live for the days while the nights embroidered you with possibilities. It's like life could take a turn at every corner. And for us, it did. Alrighty. Go by our name.
Summer me is funnier and bolder.
Oh, new voices! Nice! Nice! Okay, so we got the Shades on Fire. What is this? Philosopher's Stone growing kit. Okay. Bill? Cult ring? If that doesn't scream Bill, I don't know what is. Okay, the book. Flashback light. The totally fine ukulele. Ooh, Pokemans! Pokemon's TCG. Oh, cool. Scott Snacks and Pinata Pull Toy. Okay, we're gonna go with Snacks. I think this one's for fun too. And Charm, okay. And you know what? Flip it. One might say that the Monster Prom had hardened us on the highs and lows of love. But no, in love we're always absolute beginners. And summer was no different. No one talked about it, but the idea of summer love loomed over our heads. Really? Close to the last day of camp, there was a meteor shower happening just 3 weeks away. Everyone knew that if you were into someone, you were going to watch that dang thing together. And so, a silent yet powerful presence invades us. It was the Monster Prom all over again. Everything seems uncertain, everything but one thing. Whoever we were asking on a meteor shower date, it was probably going to be one of the 6 coolest people on that bus. Joe Johnson Jomia, 23, a BA witch who wanted to chill a bit after saving the world countless times. Arabia Mysura, 22, a hothead adventurer possessed by a curse who had turned out to be the most annoying roommate ever. Calculaster, Helwit Packard B 1.1, a library computer who had become a sentient robot, ready to experience life to its fullest. Dyla Aquilina, 20, a buff blue demon and warrior-mongered who had set her sights on conquering summer next. Damien Lavie, 21, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. And Milo Belladomna, 23, a demon, no wait, not a demon, sorry. A Death Reaper doubled as an internet influencer and who was profoundly in love with life and all its earthly pleasures. The bus trip was long and all of summer could be shaped by the first step well taken. And so, it was clear, it all came down to breaking the ice and causing a good impression with the right person. Okay, so we can confirm from the last time that we did this, whoever we choose, we have to do it throughout the entirety of the game. Which that's cool! Which that's really cool. Because in Monster Prom 1, we basically get switched around a lot. You get to switch around and do whatever you want. And that seems like a little bit of a challenge if you wanted to actually get a certain ending with a certain character. But in this time around, you get to be with this person throughout the entire game. Which that's cool! Which that's really cool. Which book would you take to a deserted island? Interview with the Fairy Essie Vampire, My Microwave Manual, Guide for Speedrunning Life, The Art of War. That screams dialogue all over it. Famous last words. The Little Very Angry Prince. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, which one's which? I got it right on the first try for Milo. So, Interview with a Fairy Essie Vampire. I do not know who that could be. It will probably either be Joy or Milo. I don't know. Microwave Manual screams Calculaster. Guides for Speedrunning Life? I think that's Arabia. No, wait. Famous Last Words is Arabia. It screams Arabia. Okay. The Little Very Angry Prince? Could be Damien? The Art of War is definitely Diala for sure. So... You know what? Screw it. Let's go for it. Oh, joy! Okay. Okay, so I was kind of sort of right. Okay. Because I did say it was either joy or that. So I guess Speedway of Life, I think that would have been Milo's. I don't know. I really don't know. Oh, what the hey. Oh, did you read that interview too? I really enjoyed it. The title left a lot to be desired, though, so objectifying. Why not interview with the incredible intelligent vampire or the exceptionally photogenic vampire? Oh wait, that last one's just a more elegant way of saying the same thing, huh? I think I need to reread the interview to think of different adjectives for the very SE vampire blue. Wanna help me? Okay. We only have 3 weeks left to woo our crushes and conquer their hearts. But as I always say, we're young and unafraid, and we're ready to start.
Can I take a minute to think?
Yes, let's take a minute to think about this. Okay, so what I've learned from yesterday is that even with Milo, it was really hard. Okay, no, wait, let me back up. So for Milo, even though we actually got all of like the correctness for Milo, like every single time when we were with Milo, we were on sides with him. Oh wait, sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, we were on sides with them and everything. From like the campfires to like everything. Everywhere we go, we always get the thumbs up from them. But at the end, we didn't actually get Milo, even though we got everything right. So I think it has to be determined by the stats that we have. I think it has to be determined by the stats. Again, I'm really sorry that I actually got Milo's pronouns wrong. I'm really sorry. And if I get any pronouns wrong from everybody, I'm really, really sorry. I'm really, really sorry. I really don't fully know much about the characters. I'm still new somewhat to this world and everything. So I'm still trying to figure things out. So I guess it really depends on the stats this time around. So if one stat's like higher, then that means we'll have a greater chance to actually get the person. So we're with Joy. So let me see, Joy. What I'm thinking right now, since she is a witch and she's with a group and she's with a society, I think my greatest chances to be with her would probably either go to the woods to get smarts and go to the arena for boldness. I think I'll have a greater... No, wait. Bonus was the, the bonus was the mansion. Yeah, it was that. Either way, I'll probably get a greater chance by getting boldness and smarts. So let's go to this. Today at Camp Dome, the game of 7 minutes in heaven, extreme. How's that extreme? You volunteer yourself as tribute for your camp. You put on some lip balm, ready for some age kissing, but it seems you got the rules wrong. It's 7 minutes in heaven, extreme. they straight up murder you and you need to stay in literal heaven for 7 minutes. They stab you repeatedly. You're sure you're going to age, but no. Heaven is beautiful. It's all you ever wanted. You wanted to stay, but they bring you back to life. You are cheered by your teammates, but you will never... Oh, this is where we get charm! This is where we get charm?! I've been wondering where you get charm at. This is where you get charm? Okay. Okay. Because in the last time, I was wondering, man, when do I get charm? Like, my charm's like kind of sort of low. I was wondering where you get charm, so the arena gives you charm. Okay, still learning in this game. Okay, you're cheered by your teammates, but you will never be the same after being taken from heaven. You don't look more heavenly though, and that translates into 2 charms. You walked around camp trying to forget the heinous crime you committed in your sleep last night when you run into joy.
Oh, hey.
Hey, Blue, let me guess. You got some kind of goofy, unexpected problem going on and you need my help to fix it? I don't know.
Duty calls.
Alright, I'll help you. Technically, I was supposed to take a break from work this summer, but hey, I'm a witch. Following the forces of evil, if duty calls, I have to answer. You sir, you're jerks, but you got nothing. Not even a small scale, low stakes dilemma for Joy to help with. It's basically been a normal day so far, which almost never happens at this camp. Nothing at all? Well, obviously it's good when people don't have problems, and I don't need to be super useful and competent all the time anyway. I can't just sit here and read my book and absorb the information, and that's how people relax, so that's what I'll do too. Here I go to read. 30 seconds go by. Oh my goddess, there has to be something perilous around here. It's camp! What do you expect? Well, actually, scratch this. This is a monster camp. You're supposed to expect something. Come on, it's totally not just me struggling to actually relax. Don't you feel that, Blue? That dark, evil forces lurking somewhere in the shadows? Maybe.
I sense we're in danger.
I sense an ancient evil ready to strike me whenever I let my guard down. Nice try, ancient evil. Not this time. I know exactly how to deal with this. I consult with my ever powerful, ever wise spiritual mentor, the goddess. Plus, it'll give me a chance to work on my interplanetary communication spells. Joy spends 45 minutes on a extremely complex spell. There are quite a few exoteric components, and she ends up using my pea hair and belly button, ew, as channeling tools. Was that a raven spell? Did I literally just hear a raven spell? Ah, perfect. The spell is ready. Here I go. Goddess of light! Your warrant summons you. Grant me your wisdom, heavenly goddess. Joy's spell works perfectly, and she summons a being of pure divine light and femininity, who is clearly in the middle of taking a bubble bath? Whoa! Oh, Joy, good to see you, although I'm pretty certain I asked you to not commute with me during bath time. What's up, girl? Goddess of light, your divine smiles down upon me. I called for you in this hour of need. As I have sensed an ancient evil gathering its power to bring about the final calamity. OMG, Joy, I promise you, there's no mysterious danger lurking around trying to ruin your summer relaxation. You are totally workaholic. Take a break.
Seriously?
Seriously, you just divine light, for it is my scared duty to protect the world against the forces of evil, and I would totally never manufacture a catastrophe just to feel useful. Or anything. Sure, well, I just used my omniscient power to scan all the universe, and it seems pretty chill. Guess I'm going to enjoy the day by relaxing in my bath. What about you, Joy? Blue, isn't the goddess acting weird? What if some ancient evil fooled her into letting her guard down? There's gotta be some kind of danger here, right? Seems like Joy won't be satisfied until there's a disaster she can quickly and completely disarm. Quick, find something dangerous for Joy to deal with. The dangers of a poor skincare routine. The goddess is what like several millennials old, that skin won't care for itself. The dangers of ever-growing atheism among the younger generations. Every second, fewer and fewer people give an F about the goddess' divinity. Okay, what? What is what and which is which? Okay, dangers of poor skincare routine. The goddess is what, like a millennial old, that skin won't care for itself. I honestly don't know. I really don't know. Okay, the dangers of ever-growing atheism among the younger generation. Every second, fewer and fewer give an F about. I don't know which one is smart and which one's creativity. I really don't know. I really don't know. Hold on, I really gotta think here. I really have to think here. Okay, probably this is... Okay, you know what? Screw it, that. Okay, we got that! Somehow we got that. Okay. You blurt out that improper skincare is the greatest danger to all beings, include literal gods. Skincare? But my skin is made of magic. I'm pretty sure I don't have to worry about mortal stuff like aging, right? Do I look crusty or something? Wait, I think Blue might be right. Just think about it, goddess. We have to return to the Holy Tree of Life once every 10 years to renew our powers, right? Well, if we have to renew our magic powers and your skin is made of magic, don't you think you'll have to renew your skin too? Oh, myself, I literally never even thought about it that way, but that makes so much sense. Wow, I feel like such a dummy. I haven't washed my face since like I spilled a drop of my blood on Earth to create all living things. Okay, Joy, I give in. I totally need your help with this.
Bibbidi bobbidi boo.
Okay, fairy godmother! Fret not, divine goddess of light. Your most devoted follower is here for you. Tatcha just launched a new line of products specifically for skin that's made of magic. Blue and I will go pick you up some supplies. Just one question, what are your biggest skin relates concerns right now? Okay, so I think my biggest thing is getting enough moisture, and I get kind of oily T-zone though. Oh, and if there's a flare up of evil on Earth, I tend to break out on my chin. You and Joy go on a divinely ordained trip to Sephora to pick up some holy face wash, consecrated moisturizer, and a skin tone made of unicorn tears. Divine Goddess, we have returned from your quest victoriously. I have here a humble offering, Tatcha's Divine Lady Skincare line, complete with a super limited edition all-seeing eye mascara. These look so fetch, and they're cruelty-free, which is nice because my divine form rejects all kinds of cruelty and injustice. This day was bananas, like better than the day I banished the followers of the false fate from altering the primary timeline. You're the best disciple ever. Thanks, babe.
This has been joyful.
You're welcome, my divine goddess of light. I'm humbled that I could be useful to you. That makes me really happy. Speaking of unfullness, I probably would have been super bored today if it wasn't for you, Blue. Thanks for everything. You're welcome. The goddess is so happy that she bestowed eternally perfect skin on both of you and Joy. She throws in 2 charms and 1 smart.
Come on, you can do this.
Alright, let's go to woods. That day, you get lost hiking in the woods and you use the stars, aka nature's compass, to get back to camp. The stars actually teach you all sorts of things, like how one of the stars is Orion's belt and is actually a... The stars also teach you Italian, the quadratic formula, the true meaning of friendship. Wow, the stars sure are smart, and they gave you 2 smarts. Okay. You and Joy are hiking together. You're working up the nerves to ask if she likes to blush, maybe hold hands, but then you both trip on a big tree root. How? Whoa! I I guess that's how! Dug a tree! Whoa! Careful where you're stepping, kid. You're damaging the merchandise. Oh no. Are you literally what I think you are? Oh yeah, I'm so sorry that I gave myself a concussion tripping over your route, which you could have warned me about the first place since evidently you can talk. Apology accepted. It's nice to trip, you. The name's Mike, the magic tree, and you are?
I have better things to do.
Joy Johnson Jolmia, the witch who does not have time for this.
You're the chosen one.
Hey, that wasn't an opportunity for you to speak. It was a chance for me to tell you that you are the chosen one. Oh, cool. I mean, I already knew that, but it's nice that you knew that.
I have an important quest for you.
Don't sweat it, doll. So I've got this quest for you. It's all about saving the environment and being a friend to the trees. Chosen ones love that sea. There's this potion I need. That the all-powerful forces of nature need. It'll help the trees in the forest grow stronger, harder, more wooden.
Ugh.
Okay, let me see this recipe. A cup of black root, a pinch of demon horn, and... Wait! Viagra? Mike, this is a... Okay! That was something that I was not going for! I thought it was something else! I thought it was the D word, but no, it's the P word! Enlargement potion! Wrong! It is a P enlargement potion for trees!
Enough of this.
Yeah, sorry, no way. I am getting involved in your weird D-Ventures. Blue, let's go. Yes, please, let us get out of here!
You're killing the trees.
Come on, aren't you supposed to be a hero to humanity and a friend to the trees? Trees are very insecure about our tiny deeds. Give me tree D right now, or I'm gonna email every old lady on my to scam list and tell them you're a stick up tree hating bee. Oh my god, somebody needs to just shut Mike up. Joy already tried to rational argument to avoid, so it's time for your special move, fighting nonsense with more nonsense. Mike, self-esteem isn't about how big your D is, it's about the true importance, like having a rad tattoo. Okay, that might be boldness. Don't be shallow, Mike. True assiness isn't achieved by enlarging the D of your body, but by enlarging the D of your mind. I have no idea which is which. Oh my god. You know what, heck, I'm going top.
And teach an old tree new tricks.
Okay, so that was boldness, but it was not enough. I was right. I'm not confident. A Gruthal tree is a sign of power and respect. Tattoos just make you look edgy and liberal.
Ugh.
Gross. I'll do this stupid quest if you promise never to say the words G-tree S again. No, you're gonna sell him. No, you're gonna sell him on the tattoo thing. You decide to prove your ideas legitimacy by showing Mike and Joy your own red tattoo. Bam! I have a tattoo? What the F is that?
This cannot be for real.
Yeah, wow. I don't normally say things like this because I don't like to body shame, but that's the worst tattoo I've ever seen in my life. Don't tell me it's pasta. Please don't tell me it's pasta. I don't ever understand what it's supposed to be. Is that a lumpy thing on top of a head or the bun cheeks? Wait, you think it's a creature? I thought the tattoo artist was trying to capture the inflicted feeling of dread you feel in a public restroom.
Yeah, you failed your question.
Whatever it is, it's totally killed my move for enlarging my D. Thanks for nothing, Blue. Can we just leave, please?
I'd like to cast a spell to erase my own memory of this.
Can I have that too, please? Yeah, I'm like definitely not in the mood to keep hiking with you. Maybe call me in 48 hours when I scrub that tattoo from my memory.
Got to make like a tree and get the fuck out.
What? I'll have to storm off too, but sadly I'm an effing tree, so I'm gonna yell some more Simons for G tree S at you until you leave. Oh god. T-plant me all day on that wilderness of. Fortunately, this continues for some time. You lose 2 smarts and 1 fun. Yeah, get me out of that situation, please.
Where to sit?
Oh, it makes wood sounds! Cool. You wander over to the campfire that's specifically reserved for campers 21 plus years old. You show your ID to the bee and then find Joy in Arabia and also a box of wine. Why? Alright. Give me a second. Whew, okay, I'm ready. I buffed my defense stat earlier. Do it. Punch me in the face. I don't know. I don't think I can do this. You're moving around too much. Stay still, you effing babe.
Ooh, yeah.
Do it, Joy. Be the change you want to see in the world. Alright, Arabia, here it comes. This one is for the coven. Joy punches Arabia in the face, and they both immediately explode into laughter.
Yeah.
That was so effing cool! Don't worry, I'm good.
Pog.
F Joy, you've got such a good right hook. I love you.
Impressive.
Ha! I love you too. You're a goddamn tank, Arabia. And I also love wine. Where's the wine? Oh, here it is. Cool. Honestly, though, I can't remember the last time that I just had fun like this. I really needed this summer. I needed a break. Me too, I get it. You know, sometimes you just gotta do a few side quests before you move on to a main mission, you know?
Snacks though?
Side quests like getting all of the chicken in Lon Lon Ranch, those digital chickens, they always look so juicy and delicious. I want KFC, but like from a video game. I'm not sponsoring, but like KFC, it's delicious. Oh my gosh, I have a story about this. I really do have a story about this. And I'm not sponsoring them or anything like that. So like, I really did have a KFC in my hometown. Back in the day, when I was growing up, we did have a KFC place. But the thing is that, sure, it's parked at the most easiest place to actually go into, but coming out, once you have your meal and everything, is the hardest thing to actually, like, leave the building. Because it is in the most busiest section of all time. So, getting in was easy to get your food, but leaving is a whole different story. And, like, it is no wonder why there are so many cars struggling to leave. It's like, just go to the other route. Just go to the other one. Just go left, okay? Don't go right, because you're gonna struggle. Just go left, make a U-turn, and then go the other side. It's that simple. Instead of waiting like an hour trying to go to the other, going to like the right. Which is so painful. But honestly, going to KFC was like really cool and everything. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it just vanishes. That's right, the place got shut down and it was just an abandoned place. And I don't remember what was there back then. I think it was just like an abandoned place or something, but it was abandoned for a while. Until all of a sudden, the Popeyes that was actually located in one of the areas actually was like, you know what, we're gonna take that place. We're gonna take that corner place that literally is very hard to get to. That's really easy to get to, but it's also very hard to leave. So Popeyes basically took that building. And like, now the place that they're at is totally abandoned. And then so on and so forth. But then years later, we actually got a KFC. And I was like, yes! We finally get a KFC. Because like the nearest KFC is like located in Texas. That's how close it is. That's how close to KFC was. It literally takes like 10 to 12 hours just to go to that KFC. It is literally far away. Literally far away. And I was really devastated and everything. But then there's like, we got a new building. We have KFC here and everything. And then like 2 years later or so, maybe it was like a year and a half later, boom, gone. Just straight up gone. Building empty and all. And I'm like, really? Really? You literally just built this place and now it's totally gone. Like, what the heck? Like, I really didn't understand why. Probably they just like expanded and then they were like, oh, we're kind of sort of losing money. Let's just go back to the way we were. And then all of a sudden, now we don't have KFC at our hometown. So now instead, we just have an abandoned building. Which, okay. Well, it's nice to have y'all back and then y'all just leave. And probably it'll take another 10 to 14 years of us getting another KFC place in our hometown. Which honestly, that's just sad. That's just sad. But honestly, if I would have to choose any chicken place that I like to eat, it's either Cane's or Chick-fil-A. But if I had to choose between two of them, Cane's. Straight up Cane's. The sauce, the chicken, the fries, the bread. Beautiful. Definitely recommend it. Definitely recommend it. Not sponsoring them, but definitely recommend it if you want to go to a good chicken place. So anyway, let's continue.
Oh.
Whoa, I just realized something. Life is like a video game. Just think about it for a second. Every time you accomplish something small, it's part of a bigger mission. Yeah, you can literally put that in that way. Yeah, I can imagine that. Like, you get an A in a class or something, right? And that's all building towards, like, getting your degree. Small missions build up to bigger missions. That's life. Yeah. You can definitely phrase it that way. Because when you accomplish something small, like doing your chores or something, then you lead on to more bigger things like riding a car or something. You know? I don't know, I'm just thinking out of the blue, but I would see your point. I would definitely see your point.
What a plot twist.
No. You got it all wrong. Life is like a TV show for sure. And here, I will give you a perfect agreement to support my point with rationality and wits. Okay? Life is a TV show because first off, it happens in 30-minute episodes, sometimes an hour, but mostly it happens 30 minutes at a time. Okay, well that's obviously true. But that's not all. Life has the thing you're doing right now. That's the episode plot. But it also has a bigger underlining thing going on. That's the season arc. Oh. So what you're saying is that imagine yourself being in a season. And in that season, it's just like a chapter of your life. So like, for example, the season would be like, I don't know, for example, middle school year. So that's like a whole season of it. And in 30 minutes of you actually going through that, that's basically like the summary of your day of that chapter. And like, it'll just go on for many, many episodes. There will be challenges, there will be things and stuff like that. And that is just one season. And then you go on to high school, and then you go into college. I can see both of y'all's points with that. I could definitely see both points of that. You two are both based. The only person here we can trust to settle this is Blue. What do you think, Blue? Is life like a video game or a TV show? Nah, life's like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're gonna get. That's the true thing. Nature has seasons. TV shows have seasons. I rest my case. Yeah, they do. Nature does have seasons. And many other things have seasons. Life is like an arcade game. It gets progressively harder and harder, and then you die. Yeah, we're doing Joy's route, so... Blue, that's the smartest thing you've ever said. Like, really, that's effing genius.
Huh?
Psh, no way. I mean, like, if TV seasons are like life seasons, then each season would have to have a big finale. Like, think about it. What's the big finale to autumn? Halloween! I mean, come on! Thanksgiving! Thanksgiving is the effing autumn season finale. No season finale is complete without mashed potatoes. Or that. With some ham and turkey and a delicious dessert at the end. You got a good point there. Oh my god, it is. And literally every Thanksgiving finale I have to battle against the scariest enemy of all. Super traditional opinionating family members. And it applies to every season, like the big winter holidays or the winter finales, like Christmas and the winter solace and stuff. Wait, I just thought of a problem with this. Actually, 2 problems. Problem 1, what is the final for spring? I literally can't remember what happens at the end of spring. It's just one day is summer, right? It's just one day is summer, right? Season finale for spring. I guess Easter. Can Easter be a thing?
Not suited for TV.
Problem 2. We're basically just repeating the same 4 seasons over and over, right? Which is bad TV. You can't just give your audience the same thing. True, sometimes you gotta do a little something to lighten it up. It's too liner. It'll get boring. And then what if life gets canceled because no one is watching it? No! You guys, there's a clear solution to this. We just gotta think of a 50 season to add to life, and that way it'll be new and interesting, and we won't all get canceled. Dude, you're a genius. Okay, yeah, let's do it. Here's my pitch for a new season. Summer is the best season already, so let's make the 5th season Summer 2.
Such a climax.
Oh my goddess, yes! It's the sequel to Summer, so we can expand on the Summer universe and do like basically a whole movie-length Summer. Yeah!
This will be fun.
But Summer 2 should have some like crazy S in it. Like maybe Summer 2 is in an alternative universe where it's 10 years in the future, or everybody is robots. Ooh. Okay, it's settled. We're adding a 5th season called Summer 2, and it's an AU season 10 years in the future where everyone is H robots, problem solved. And in an emergency scenario, we could also just get some guest stars to come in for spring to spice it up a bit. So we have a plan B, just in case Summer 2 is over budget. Wow, I never thought I would say this, but I'm literally never wrong about anything. But I was wrong. Life is like a TV show, Joy.
I underestimated you.
Ha! I knew. You see the light, but I probably should give credit to Blue. Blue's infinite wisdom. Blue, you're just so wise. Thanks. Wow, this is the first time you've ever been called wise in your life. And it's coming from Joy, the wisest character in this game, and your number one summer crush. H. Which also, probably she'll forget all of this because she drank too much wine. Which probably this was all going out of the wazoo, but obviously what they were going at was really, really cool. I like where they were heading. I like where they're heading. But like Thanksgiving too. Yeah, Thanksgiving for autumn would be actually really cool. I was thinking about Halloween, but no, autumn for Thanksgiving, that would be something. But you know what I really hate about Thanksgiving? You know what I really hate about Thanksgiving sometimes? Now, call me cliche or something like that, but honestly sometimes I really do hate Thanksgiving, and it's not because of like the food and everything like that. The one thing that I would want every single time when it comes to the Thanksgiving Day is that I want to watch two channels. Two channels in particular, and I don't get them every single time. And I really feel it just really is bad. Like, it's really bad that I don't get to watch two shows, okay? And the first one is the Balloon Parade. It's the Macy's parade where you get to see all the cool balloons of all the characters from like shows and stuff like that, and you get to see performances, you get to see floats and everything like that. And lastly, there's another parade, but this parade is where it's a themical. Well, actually, no, it's not that. The parade is basically decorated with a bunch of fruits and flowers. Like, it's basically like a planned parade. And you get to see all their cool designs and their themes to it. And they're just so talented with it. Very, very talented with that. And I love to see those two parades. I really do like to see those two parades. But, however, every single Thanksgiving, no matter what it is, I don't get what I want. I don't get what I want, and I don't ever watch the parades fully. Why? Because I'm in a family that loves sports. So every single time when it's Thanksgiving, we always have to change to the sports channel, which there's always something happening on the sports channel during that day. And I don't get to see the Macy's parade, and I don't get to see the nature parade as well. And I always see the end of it, or anything like that. It's just really bad for me. Like, I love to see those two types of parades, and those are the only times that I would ever get to see something like that, other than just watching it on YouTube, or just like watch it on like reels and stuff, you know? Like, I love to see those two parades, even though that's a bit cliche, but like, I love to see those two parades. I like to see their creativity. I want to see the balloons. I would love to see the balloons and see if they pop or something, you know? Like, I would want to see that, other than just people going back and forth throwing a ball. Like, I would want to see a balloon parade, or like a parade in general, other than seeing football. Like, you see football all the time, people. Even if there's a team that's just so bad, and obviously you know that the other team is gonna win, like, come on! Why watch it anyway? When you obviously know that this team is actually gonna win, instead of the team that you think it's gonna win, but honestly they don't. Like, come on! Like, change the channel! I don't want to see sports. I want to see the parades. I want to see the balloons. You don't get to see that every day. But when it comes to sports, you see that basically every single day! Like, bruh, change the channel! Like, that is the one thing I hate about Thanksgiving. That is the one thing I hate about Thanksgiving. Is that I don't get to see the parades, and instead I get to see stupid football with people throwing a stupid ball back and forth. Like, come on. Like, seriously, like, come on. Like, I'd rather just go somewhere else, rather than just being in this room, you know? And I hate that. I really do hate that. That's the one thing I hate about Thanksgiving. Like, I love everything else. Spending time with your family, getting to catch up with them, and also eating delicious and awesome foods. Like, I love all that stuff, but the one thing I hate the most, it's sports on the TV 24/7. And you don't get to see the wonderful parades that they're offering, which is a once-in-a-lifetime to see, and instead you choose the most boring thing that you basically get to see throughout the entire time, all the time, which is sports. Like, bruh. Like, that is the one thing I really, really hate. And if you guys don't know me, I do not like sports. I really don't like sports. Like, seriously, I don't. I don't like sports. I don't get it. I will never understand. To me, I just don't like sports. I really don't. There may be some that I will understand, but I do not like sports. Like, seriously, I am the only person in my family that does not like sports. I kid you not. And like, slowly they're like learning, like, wow, you're serious about this. You're really serious about this. And I'm like, yes! I am so serious about this! Like, have you not caught on when I was a kid? Have you not caught on? And they're literally catching up to like now. And I'm like, bruh. Seriously? Seriously? I've been saying this for like almost my entire life. And you're just realizing this now. Like, I'm so done. Like, I'm so done. Okay, let's continue. I rambled on too much. But yeah, that's my full-on opinion. I'll just do the gamble. That weekend, you feel like getting W, so you go visit none other than Juna. Hola! Hola! You know, when I started making magical drinks, I never thought people would actually come to drink them. But hey, who am I to judge? Anyway, take a look at this one. Okay, which one is that one? Oh. What do you say? Will you take a drink? Will you take the drink of the day? Bone hurting juice. Or would you prefer the mystery box? I still think that the bone hurting juice will hurt, so I'm just gonna choose the box. What the heck? S on the beach. The mystery box, so bold of you. Hope you're happy with it, no refunds. What does that mean? What does that mean? I'm really scared. Hold on, I really gotta see. Hold on, I really gotta see this. Hold on, I just want to make sure on something. Hold on, I just want to be sure about something. Okay, okay. We're good. A S on the beach. I brought this drink to the next level, as you can see. Give it a try. I assure you it'll be a fun ride.
Okay, but just one.
Still hard to believe you drank that. Good luck, I guess. Okay, week 2.
Fine.
Alright, let's see if we can get some boldness. As you're reaching the haunted manor, you come across an enchanted doll that promises to grant all your wishes. What? Cool, you take it. It possessed you, of course. Why would you take it? It turns out the spirit that was inside it is actually like you in every way, so nobody noticed the difference. The only difference is that this spirit is a little bit bolder than you, so you basically gain 2 boldness. Hey, Scott! What's up? After that, you leave because you agreed to join Joy and Scott on their last photography class shoot. Think maybe this time there would be some... in? No such luck, unless... Joy! Look! That pink-fleshed giant is in another one of my photographs. I think it's following us. What?
Difficult.
Maybe you should try taking your finger off the lens. Oh, Scott. Scott. Oh, wow! Thanks for the tip, Joy. Maybe if I remove my finger, I'll get an even better view of the creature! Oh my god, Scott, I just keep on loving you so much more as time progresses on. You do that, buddy. My goddess, Blue, thanks for coming along. I love Scott and this class has been good for him, but sometimes it's like taking photos with a pile of bricks. Joy, Joy, look! I found a bush! Oh, man!
Bush, I says.
Oh my god, it's a literal bush! Run for your lives! It's got legs! Wow, you found a bush in nature. That's incredible. Wait, that's not a bush. Wait, it's not a bush? What do you mean that's not a bush? What's happening? No, trust me. I'm an expert. Oh boy, I'm so excited. I've been holding my... Oh no! Dad! All day!
Hello, it's not me.
Whoa! A chameleon! Wow! You're so cool! You must be like the camp master, like scout or something. Must be like the scout leader and stuff, just like Coach. Well, you'll have to hold it a little longer. The bush was me all along. Counselor Fog, Master of Disguise. Strikes again. Oh! So you are the leader. Leader of camp. Nice. Whoa, I totally thought you were a bush, bro. You even smell like leaves and dog. You, just like a real bush.
Seriously?
Did you actually paint yourself green? You're a chameleon. You can change the color of your skin. Well, actually, chameleons are supposed to be green.
Expert hiding.
That would be cheating, Joy. This is camouflage, and you have still a lot to learn. You should come to more of my camouflage classes. Ooh. Pass. I can use magic anyway. You're lost. You're missing on the most popular class in all of Camp Spooky. I find that hard to believe. Who's into camouflage these days? Everyone I know is more into being very loud, invisible, and annoying, if I may say. What? People not into camouflage these days? Well, well, well. If that's true, how come 5 campers came to me the other day to learn how to camouflage themselves to sneak into the camp? Oh my god, camp showers! Are you serious? Oh my god! What? Please tell me you didn't teach 5 campers on how to hide undetectable in bathrooms?
You just got flodged.
Of course I did. I'm a great counselor and a master of disguise. I wouldn't let down some fellow camouflage enthusiasts. Dude! You literally just helped campers sneak into bathrooms! But you did realize it was totally for PS reasons, right? Yes! Now you're realizing? You're right, Joy. Now that I think about it, it's quite clear they wanted to camouflage for P reasons. I was so enamored with the fine art of camouflage, I forgot it could be used for evil. Yes! God dang, vlogged.
The world is at risk again.
Come on, Blue, we got to find a way to flush them out. This is an emergency. Yes! Okay, I'll disguise them by camouflaging the entire bathroom as a parallel dimension where in does not exist. Okay. Scare them off by recruiting their parents to come have S in that. Oh my god! In that fairy bathroom. Oh my god. Last one? Oh, there we go! Oops. Oops, okay. That's pretty twisted, but I guess beyond folks in the bathrooms is even more twisted if this is the only way. You sure her it is, for some reason.
Such a twist.
Then I guess we have no choice. We just need to track down some parents. That's easy. I got the names of all those campers' parents right here. Isn't it handing that information over to us sort of a huge breach of privacy?
Invisible and indivisible.
Maybe, but if they didn't want me to share it, they should have disguised it better. Here you go. You take the data Vlad gives you and plug it into Facebook. Plugged it into Facebook, which is where all parents hang out. Where else would they hang out?
Hell yeah.
Success. Brennan and Bridge Theolon, the parents of Hunter the Fortress Leprechaun, seems like a willing pair. Maybe a bit too willing. They just asked me if there's a limit to the number of S toys allowed at camp. Oh well. Adversity makes strange bedfellows, I guess. Did you know Shakespeare coined that phrase? Huge P. No. You'll take what you can get. Within hours, Hunter's parents are at camp, carrying an unseemly heavy duffel bag between them. You point them towards the bathrooms. Oh boy. Shouldn't we tell their son maybe in those bathrooms? You tell Joy they will certainly flee before the action really starts. Or so you hope. They strut into the bathrooms and moments later a leprechaun 3 3 Ks and 3 Kappas and a C elemental come running out and probably straight into therapy. The P's are gone, but Berna and Bridge are still in there. Do you think we should? No, you know what? Let's just let this run its course. Now I can use the bathroom for the next 7 hours, and ever afterwards, many campers insist it's haunted by ghosts. Still, that's a small price to pay for the safeguarding camp. Spooky for peas. You gain 2 charms and 1 creativity.
So many options. This is already hard.
Okay, let's go get smart. While hiking through the woods, you approach by an NPC who has a quest for you. You can tell she's an NPC because she only says the same 4 things over and over and keeps doing the same idle animation. Okay. The NPC's quest is to deliver a very important scroll to her father. She makes it extremely clear that no one else is allowed to read it, or terrible things will happen. You read it, of course. It turns out it's her father's secret recipe to the perfect peach cobbler. Really? Looks like her dad is never going to make that famed dessert in time for the NPC's family potluck because you eat the recipe scroll and gain in 2 smarts. You don't know it just by eating it? That's how not knowledge works. Later you run into Joy. She's calmly reading a copy of the 7 Habits of Highly Effective Protagonists for the first time ever. You decide to be considerate and not interrupt.
Hey, you.
Hey, Blue, come over here for a minute. I can tell from the blank look on your face that you have some wacky misadventure that you need my help with. I don't know. I was supposed to take this summer off from my snore duty of saving the world and helping the innocent and defending the forces of good from the ever encroaching threat of evil. But I guess I'll make an exception and save you from whatever nonsense you've gotten yourself into. I'm not sure if this counts as helping the innocent, but hey, good enough. Yeah. You tell Joy that you were gonna do some reading. You're halfway through Opidus Rex. The plot kind of boring, but you're hoping for a S scene between Opidus and his Elf Green.
Ugh.
Oh, no mishaps. Not even a minor calamity. Maybe a rumor about a mysterious beast in the woods. A little echo of dread every time you go into a certain bathroom stall. Well, if you're sure there's no what? No! Seriously, my phone! Inciting incident, I'll relax, I can read, very relaxing. Many people like to sit down with a good book and let their guard down. I mean, relax. For example, I read 28 books so far this summer. I'm 72.58% through this one, and my average time per page is somewhere around 26 seconds, so I can get this done in a year. Joy is suddenly interrupted by a muffled scream coming from the woods. It sorted sound like, "Help! We're out of stirrup!" Oh my gosh, did you hear that? Someone's in trouble. Ha! F yes! Let's go! Is it the tree? I mean, I'm concerned about the safety of our fellow campers. You enjoy track the call for help to a clearing in the woods. You hide behind a bush to scope it out. Looks like Badness, Morty, and Dimitra are gathered around suspiciously. What the? Hope you two are ready to die! Okay, you're new. Okay, who is who? Okay, you're Demetrius, but who's who?
Oh, mama.
Whoa. When you taste these delicious pancakes, they're so good that your whole mouth will... Oh my... Calm down. Calm down, you! Did Morty just say pancakes? Okay, that's Morty. S. I can't tell if these dummies are in danger or they're just being dummies. Shh. You fiend, you're tormenting me with these sugary treats despite my commitment to not eat sugar for a month. Someone save me. Wait, are they trying to do romantic things? Romantic slayings? Did you hear that? Someone asked to be saved. Yes, it's a literal call to adventure. I know I'm supposed to be on a break, but I can't resist. Worry no more, side characters. I'm here to save you. What are you doing here, Joy? Are you trying to have some of our pancakes? This is our pancake breakfast. No non-rivals allowed. What is happening? Did you say you're here to save us from what? Oh, are you one of those heroes who save people that don't need to be saved? Huh, that's pathetic. Protagonisting, I would never. No, that's not it. It's just that there's a very real threat here, and you guys definitely need my help. I'm here to save you from oh god, Joy about to be outed as a workaholic. Quick, think of a way to diffuse this situation by finishing Joe's sentence. She's here to save these campers from an unbalanced breakfast, from indignation, since you're not living according to the scared scripture. Let us introduce you to our Savior, our Savior Jesus Christ. I have no idea. Maybe this?
I never asked to be the protagonist.
Oh, no. It's not that. Whoops. Wait a second, I'm pretty sure that the Bible doesn't say anything about eating pancakes. And I would know because I'm a Christ-like savior figure to the rebel masses. Well, maybe it doesn't say anything about pancakes specifically, but the Bible is super long, so I'm sure there's at least one thing about breakfast in there. Why are you trying to... What is that face? Why are you doing a JoJo face? What is that face? Why is that a JoJo face? I'm scared! Are you gonna pull out your stand or something? Please change your face. Please. Please change your face. No. Stop doing the JoJo thing! Stop doing the JoJo thing! Why are you trying to impose religion on us, Joy? You're not showing any respect for where we're at on that topic as individuals. Pretty dystopia, if you honestly. No, that's not what I'm trying to do. Please change your face. Joy, you know very well that I'm on the dark side. My evil alignment is why our S chemistry is so taboo. I'm frankly offended that you would bring the Bible into this.
Weird flex. Okay.
There's hearts on your pants? Yeah, same here. Minotaurs were made by H juicy queens, B big juicy fools, so we're basically all pagans. I'm not into these new fad religions like Christianity. Okay, thank you for changing your face. Plus, aren't you a Wiccan with your own coven? Why are you betraying your own beliefs like this? What did pancakes ever do to make you so low? This conversation is so dumb that I literally don't even know how to respond. I am full of regret right now. Yes. Wait. How many poses does this Minotaur have? Wait. If Joy is willing to totally embarrass herself right now, then she must be going to this extent for a reason, right? You don't get held up if you're not what? Good point, Morty. I'm not sure if she just hates pancakes or loves the scared scriptures, but either way, I'm kind of intrigued. In order to settle this, Joy will simply have to explain her thinking. Come, darling, why don't you tell us what you're so enticing about these scriptures of yours? Who's your favorite character in the Bible, and what kind of protagonist does it have? A competent liberate female, a competent literal female, and her love interest? And how essy are the people in the Bible on a scale of 1 to 10? Is it rated PG, 13, or R? Does it ever describe a B? Oh, well, I guess the characters are normal looking, and I'm definitely reading the Bible. Stop questioning me. This isn't the Spanish Inquisition, I think. Oh my god, this whole situation is so awkward and painful. You can handle the secondhand embarrassment of being near Joy right now, so you leave. Yeah, I really want to leave. You flee horribly and getting Joy into a conversational disaster, and you're pretty sure she's not going to be your #1 fan the next time she sees you. All those horrible feelings make your stomach hurt. You're craving pancakes, but pancakes are only for people who don't betray their friends. You lose 2 charm and 1 fun.
Don't mind me.
Okay, let's go here. You're going to take your seat next to 2 of your least bunkers fellow campers, ready for a night of peace and quiet. only to find them engaged in an arrangement outlet with less screaming, punching, or arson than other campers might have employed. I know you don't mean to, Calculaster, but when you're dismissive of my life's pursuits, it hurts my feelings.
I realize you are attempting to help.
I am not trying to dismiss it, Friend Joy. I am merely stating a fact. All magic is science, and it's simply not yet understood. Are you saying you're an alchemist? What witches call love potions, I understand to simply achieve powerful HM peace within a organic body.
Draguna Nicoides Tricorum Satisti.
In that case, watch me conquer a bat from thin air. Don't tell me it's that bat that we saw. Don't tell me it's that bat that we saw. Impressive, but clearly the bat can travel at the speed of light, so we did not see it approach until it arrived. Its arrival. Okay, fine. What's going to take my spell book and make it disappear? I'm going to take my spell book and make it disappear.
I am impressed with your thoughts and actions.
Friend Joy, that was very good, but it was also obvious that a black hole opened up and sucked the book into it. Then, where's the black hole now? He's gonna point up. Obviously, such an event created a singularity in which the black hole was then sucked into itself. But what if I bring it back? Boom! Book conjured. Now what? It would appear that much like our friend the bat, your book can also fly at the speed of light.
Enough of this.
It's magic, Calculaster. It is science, Friend Joy. Oh boy. They're clearly not getting to reach an agreement on this. Time to pick a side. You know what they call people opposing science and rational thought? The Inquisition. Do you really want to join the Inquisition's Joy? If magic isn't real, Calculaster, then explain how I got your nose. Okay, this is Calculaster, this is... Right? Yes. Oh, my nose!
Error 404.
But my friends! This is impossible, for you see, I have no nose! But why is it in my hand?
That was magic.
Exactly, so if you don't have a nose, how could Blue have stolen it? I don't know! I can find no logic explanations that would account for the thief of a body part that does not exist. Exactly. No logical explanation because Blue didn't steal your nose with science. Exclamation points! Blue stole my non-existent nose with magic! Bingo! Truly, this is beyond all explicable science. Nothing in my data sets have prepared me for such an occurrence.
I need to restart.
I must go and reconsider my worldviews. Farewell, friends. You are welcome to keep my nose, Friend Blue, and I cannot imagine that I will miss it, seeing as how I never had it in the first place.
You know what you're doing, don't you?
I am so glad you were here, and I never would have thought of a trick like that. It seems creative thinking was the real magic here. No, Joy. Spending time with you is the real magic. Okay, I'll take a gamble. You were waiting all week for this moment, visiting Juna, and getting a good drink. Wow, look what the cat dragged in. I have some drinks here for you. It's up to you which one to drink. Let's see what's behind door number 1. Average? What do you say? Will you take the drink of the day? Or would you prefer the mystery box? You know what? I'll take it. Yeah, no, totally. I was testing your common sense. And you passed! Your prize is the drink you chose. Okay? Sometimes you just want to blend in with the masses. Not me, I love to stand out. But in case of those moments, I created this, the average. It'll average all your stats. What? Maybe one day being average will be being the new cool. Who knows? What do you mean by average?
Let's do this.
Oh. Hope we can summit that. Happy trails. Oh no, it just went all down. Wow, okay. Camp? While you're hiking through the woods, you find a little clearing with a beautiful blue pond. There's a very handsome man staring deeply into the pond. He's talking on his reflection like it's another person, a person he really wants to F. You swipe his wallet while he was not looking and find out his name is Narcissus, and he's not an organ donor, AH, and he's one punch away from getting a free smart water at 7-Eleven. Well, he's definitely not going to be using that anytime soon. You headed to the gas station and gained 2 smarts from your smart water. Nice. Gotta get smart! Later, you're wandering around trying to tell if you have mercy poisoning from all the tuna you ate for breakfast when you see Joy and Scout. Yes!
I love taking pictures.
Yo, Blue, check it out! Joy and me are doing photography. It's basically the art version of sports! Yep, we're taking photography class together. This week, we're supposed to capture the majestic of nature. What would you say is more majestic? A small bush or a small shrub? You have a the desperate need to be included in basically everything your friends do. So you whip out your phone and start swiping pictures with Scott and Joy. Yay, friendship! Suddenly Scott pauses, he takes a big sniff of the air and inhales for about 40 seconds straight. It's all awkwardly long to be inhaling. I thought something smelled kind of off. Joy, you okay? You smell sort of stressed out. Like that time I asked if I could eat macaroni just using my bun? Please don't smell that.
Something doesn't feel right.
But I am a bit stressed. It's just that everything is so calm. And when things seem calm, that's actually when there's the least is calm. It's the calm before the storm. When there's no obvious enemy encroaching, that just means That just means the whole world is about to be blindsided by the biggest threat imaginable. We should be more worried than ever. Do you think that maybe you saved the world so much you got used to saving it? Maybe you're just not using to chill out. The chilling out. It's like me and footballs. When I see a football, I want to chase it. But somebody has to throw it first. So that it needs to be caught. Took me a while to accept that. Psh, no way. This is totally about me and my emotional defense mechanisms. There's definitely an ancient evil lurking just beneath the surface, somewhere around here. Like, for example, look at these pictures. If this were a normal episode with the Coven, we spent the first 2 minutes taking photos and setting up some B-plots. And then we discover a mysterious omen that in these pictures, teasing the large evil that's yet to come. See, doesn't this picture of a tree look a little foreign-bodied to you? It just kind of looks like a normal tree to me. Looks sort of familiar, actually. I think I used to own that tree once. Oh god, is that an omen? Okay, so maybe that's not an omen. But what about this photo of a sunflower? At first I thought it showed off the elegant symmetry of the flower. But yes, it might be an omen. Alright, I'm gonna look through the pictures I took and find an omen because I want to be a good friend. Pictures, pictures, pictures. Oh my god, Joy, look! Look at this photo. It's so blurry. It's evil. It's a blurry evil omen. Oh my god.
Oh my goddess.
Nope, that's just your thumb. That's a blurry picture of your thumb. Hectic, help me. Maybe this was a bad idea. Uh-oh. Looks like Joy is coming up short on omens and is about to expose as a total workaholic. Look through your pictures and find something ominous to help her out. This bird has a flock of birds. This picture has a flock of birds, which are class-based omens. If we connect the birds like you connect the dots, I'm sure we'll find the ominous warning. The resolution is too high in all of these pictures. It's a clear omen that technologically has gone too far. Oh gosh, I don't know! And even if I choose the other one of an option, it'll be all balanced! I don't know! Let's see. Let me think. Let me think on this. Oh, I don't know. I think the burst one is smarts. Maybe? Oh, it's funny. Yeah, Blue. It is totally right. Birds are super typical bad omens. I mean, surely it's crows or vultures or maybe ravens, but even that's a stretch. And this is definitely a picture of a bunch of pigeons, but F it. This is officially an omen. I knew this whole thing wasn't just me struggling to relax. Wait, so this is an omen? So that means we get to connect the dots? Yes, I love connecting the dots. I even keep a marker on me at all times, just in case I need to do a prank or in case I need to connect some dots. Come here, you crazy dots. I'm gonna connect you all together with all of your dot friends. Escape is impossible. You, Scott, and Joy spent 2 hours carefully connecting all the pigeons in the photo together. Turns out there was a message behind the dots. It reads, beware, Blue is too H&S-y. Smooch at your own risk. You smile quietly to yourself. Everything is going exactly according to your plan. You're a genius for bribing those birds to fly in that very specific pattern for this photo. Oh my god, you guys, I thought we were just connecting the dots for fun, but it's actually really scary. How'd they spell out a message about someone we know? Yes, you're finally getting it. Omens are terrifying, and we should take them very seriously. There are only warning of the terrible earth-ending evil that's yet to come. In this case, the omen is telling us that Blue is too fascinating. Previously, I have to admit that I was a bit interested in Blue. Oh.
Bad omen.
But apparently we need to be extremely wary of getting close to Blue because his H-ness is clearly the sign of an ancient evil. Good plan. Geez, this omen is really scary. I'm officially adding omens to my list of fears, along with fireworks and never meeting my dad.
Ugh.
It's okay, Scott, just stick with me. I've saved the world loads of times from tons of omens. Let's get out of here. Blue is clearly radiant some evil vibes. I think this was supposed to be a play. I think this was supposed to be a lead of something. F, you spent a lot of money bribing pigeons for this silly plan just to get your friends to think you're H. Those pigeons totally scammed you. Scott also draws on your face with his marker just to make sure you're as un-H as possible. You lose your dignity along with 2 creativity and 1 charm.
Come on. You can do this.
Yep, we're not getting it. In the haunted manor, a voice whispers from the walls in a frightening voice. Blue, you can escape your fate. You'll soon gain boldness, but after that something weird will happen to you. It could be great or terrible. You don't want something potentially terrible happening to you. You stay put to be sure you don't get extra boldness, per the voice predictions. Look at you, trying to defy destiny itself. It takes some bravery. Here, have 2 boldness. You're wandering aimlessly around the camp looking for Joy for a very important reason, completely unrelatable to wanting to mooch her cute face when suddenly...
You again?
Blue, there you are. I've been wandering around camp looking for you for a very important reason. Why? Oh, you know what that means. No!
The world is at risk again.
The world is going to end. Oh, huh? Guess you didn't know what that meant. There's an asteroid heading right for us. And if we don't complete this incredible, complex, and epic ritual to alter its path, this could be the end of the whole planet. You dive into health. Things start well. You burn a pentagram into the ground, find and place the 10 turtle guardians, and hang strandly of garlic for every third sycamore tree. By the time you reach the step where you have to get the entire camp to run around in circles, shrieking and wailing, which they do with great enthusiasm, it seems like nothing can get in your way. Whoa! Who is that? Who is that? She is creepy. She is creepy. What is all this sanitation running and screaming? There's a strict sanitation running and screaming only policy at Camp Spooky. Stop these shenanigans at once. But can Dr. Miss Weaving? Miss Weaving? I'm scared of you. We're performing a magical ritual to save the world from... If you wanted to do magic to save the world, you should have done that earlier in the day, when I gave everyone a do magic to save the world break.
Seriously?
But I didn't need to do magic to save the world then. I need to do the magic to save the world now. Young lady, I am so sick and tired of your generation using magic to solve all your problems. In fact, I'm going to confiscate your magic so you learn how to cope without it. That's ridiculous. Magic isn't a thing you can just wait. What the F? Where did my magic go? Why can't I feel my magic? Uh-oh.
This cannot be for real.
Oh my goddess, she did it. Camp Director Miss Weaving took away my magic. Now how are we going to save the world from the asteroid? Psh, that's an easy one. You know all about stopping asteroids without using magic. All you have to do is betray your usually inclusive nature by passing strict legislator forbidding the immigration of asteroids to Earth. Treat the cause not to symptom cancel the Ricky Martin concert that the asteroid is undoubtedly coming to Earth to attend. The last one? Oh. Of course, I knew there was some huge and definitely still correlately relevant, even that I would totally be going to if I weren't at camp. I hate to get in the way of great art, but if we don't stop people from hearing Rick Martin sing tonight, no one will ever hear Rick Martin sing again. And he's not one of those singers who only sounds good on the radio with auto-tune. I mean, he was CHE in the EVITA revival, for goodness sake. Yes, you think to yourself, the 2012 Elena Rogers revival of EVITA featured Tony winner Michael Service and the big part of Juna person is in fact how most people know icon Ricky Martin. The two of you rush over to the concert venue, which is conveniently near the geographical ambiguous location of Camp Spooky. Without Joy's magic, you're forced to use your boldness, smarts, charm, uniqueness, nerves, and talent to work your way backstage past security. Between the two of you, plus favorite items in your pocket left over from your school year, you're able to do it, and before long, you're in Ricky Martin's dressing room.
I sense we're in danger.
Mr. Martin, you need to cancel tonight's performance. Lest we all end up living no vida of any kind whatsoever, much less Loca. A huge asteroid is coming to your concert. Yes, obviously, says purely musician Rick Martin, visibly annoyed. It wrote saying it was literally my biggest fan, and I asked for VIP passes. Which I happily gave. What? Why? Because I'm Ricky goddamn Martin, that's why. You think it's every day that a giant rock from outer space wants to attend a concert? You think this happens to Miley Cyrus? No, this is happening to me, Ricky Martin, singer of the Spanish version of I Can Go the Distance on the Disney's Hercules VHS for the mid-90s, surrounded by fire and rock, and that is how I plan to go out, surrounded by fire and rock. But you're taking the rest of the world with you. But what's worse, a world with a canceled Ricky Martin concert, disappointed hundreds of fans, or no world at all? Obviously the second one. I disagree. And when you see me perform out there, I think you'll see exactly why. Joy doesn't, but somehow you do. Ricky Martin is so captivating that before long you hear yourself begging Joy not to stop the concert, telling her to let the world end. You can't help it. You hear how absurd you sound, but it's like an out-of-body experience. You have only one thought: must keep Ricky Martin singing. Luckily, the ozone layer reduced the asteroid to the size of a potato, which landed on your foot. So no one but your foot is hurt. Oh. This counts as defeating the asteroid through mundane means, so camp director Miss Weavering restores Joy's magic to her. What she doesn't restore to Joy is her being on speaking terms with you-ness. Joy's super you let yourself be hypnotized by Ricky Martin, and almost let the world in. You lose 2 fun and 1 boldness. Yeah, I think everything just went downhill when I had that drink.
I can do this.
But I could try.
Sure thing.
You finally gathered the courage to ask your beloved to watch the meteor shower with you.
Oh, hi.
Oh, what was that? Oh, never mind. You want to be a summer flinga? What gave you that idea? Is it because you heard I usually end up dating the villains I fight, so you assume I have very low standards and you might have a chance?
We're enemies.
Well, listen, I won't lie, it's true. I should work on my standards and stop dating evil people. But until I do personal growth, I can still tell you there's one rule. If I'm going to date someone way beneath my league, you at least need to be hot.
Uh,
And you're not.
I'm not looking for love. At least not with you.
Oh. You can't bear the social stigma of being rejected at summer camp. The only logical solution to you is trying to turn failure into the next cool thing among youngsters. You spend many hours creating rather unfunny memes and being very annoying in general. Failure as a cool thing never takes off as you would expect. Just move on. This is starting to be sad. Well, look on the bright side, at least we actually got, like, introduced to more new characters, new scenarios, and stuff like that. At least that happened, you know? At least I can say. Before we knew it, those weeks were gone. It felt like a hot minute, and it felt like an entire lifetime. That night, as we saw summer coming to an end, we all wondered what would come next for us. It felt like the end of something big. Listen, little did we know, life still had many wonders and misadventures in store for us. No, I'm older, and I can see it. How those years became the foundation of the mythical of our lives. Broken hearts turned tragedies, sung for centuries, and wild nights became epic, treasured forever. Every kiss and every laugh is now a constellation we'll always find while gazing into the stray nights, no matter how many years go by. Even today, I still can close my eyes and I'm there. On that last summer night. Feeling like I was just staring to live life. With all my friends around that campfire, so young and unafraid, and so ready to start.
Champions of red wine, we poured all over. It's what we're known for. The fine art of cross lines, crossed for old times, like starting over.
just unlocked the Flash Genie. You just unlocked Poison. Oh. You just unlock the Stat Smoothie. Ooh, that looks cool. Let's see, gallery new stuff. Yep, we got rejected. Backgrounds. Whoa. Cool. So cool. We got Dimitri. And we got Badness? Okay, we already know you. Counselor Lodge. Morty. Magic Tree Mike. And Miss Weaving. Let's see, is there another one? Oh, Scott. We all love Scott. Drinks. Yeah, this is a bad one. This is a bad one. This one's good for like fun and stuff. Items. That one. Pinata one. Pinata one. Special staff. She's incredibly powerful and she just wants to have a relaxing bath alone. Porsche, giggling bush. Alrighty. Okay. Alrighty, so with that being said, I'm sorry to say this, but I'm probably going to have to end here, guys. We did a lot today. We actually did a lot today. Even though we didn't actually get Joy's ending at the end, we actually introduced with a lot of new characters, new outlets, new scenarios, and stuff like that. And that's what I'm really glad about. That's what I'm really glad about. We had a good time. We had lots of fun trying to figure out stuff. I'm still trying to learn. Still trying to learn this, but maybe eventually I'll get the hang of it and see what this is all about and see how it plays. How it accurately plays this time instead of with Monster Prom. So yeah. So with that being said, I'm sorry to say this, but I'm probably going to have to end it here, guys. Tomorrow, I'll continue more of this. I'll let you guys know on Twitter and Instagram on when I'm going to be live. And thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. And I hope you guys have a wonderful morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in this world. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see y'all later. Bye. Bye, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye-bye-bye-bye.